Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with a very interesting release, Drake Dark Lane demo tapes. I really wasn't expecting to see Drake release a project. People are saying this is a mixtape. He did put that because I did look up afterwards his Instagram and he did say this is going to have the leaks, which I can already see that have been being released frequently as of recently. Desires is the first track I'm going to listen to because that's been one of my favorite leaks with Futue. That's a great track. So I'm going to listen to this because there's some other tracks that I haven't listened to before. The Chris Brown track would be interesting right there. Not You Too. Let's see how this is going to be right here. Dark Lane demo tapes. So from what it seems, it's also going to be very soon that he's going to release an album. So that would be very interesting to listen to. My favorite Drake project is definitely Take Care. To me, that's probably his best album. I'm going to put Desires because that's one of my favorite tracks. Let's just check it out.
Texas, Dallas, Texas, you know a different environment. You got that fire, and I'm not a liar. I try to pay all your alarms off and got you a drive. I had you stand too close to the
Futue is being vulnerable right here because that's tough. He even says he tried to pay all her loans. That's a tough situation right there.
I should put you somewhere where no one can find. Mansion not in sticks with no self-control has never been a thing. Don't think it'll help if there's secrets. How you going vegan but still be filming me again? Don't you forget it. Got you a whip, ain't got back on the shit. I had to tell Eric go get it.
Hold up. Drake says on this track, got you a whip, but then he had to tell Aaron to go get it. Tough situation right there. Hey, listen, she must really have that fire because Futue, that's the first thing he says. You got that fire and I'm not a lie. So this track is really good, man. Like I enjoy this track, the sound, and we haven't even gotten to the best part because the best part is when Drake gets into his R&B bag at the end. That shit was crazy.
You got desires, I know. We tried it. Voice getting filled with entitlement. Quiet stories all over the place. Whole lot of secrets, friends. I was too good, so you should've stayed silent. Nice guys always finish day job. Right outside, TT.
Yeah, this wasn't in the leak. Okay, so that's the biggest difference. The last part wasn't in the leak that I listened to, but everything else was the same. And I enjoy this track a lot. Of course, the sound is better because I had a leak. They just kept erasing it every single time you put it on YouTube. But Desires, Futue killed this verse. Drake then just went into a different level at the end with that R&B bag right there. The way he said, nice guys always finish off where they started. Facts. Complete facts right there. Great track. Desires is probably one of my favorite tracks recently from Drake. I would say this is better to me than the Future Drake track they had previously that I even did a reaction to. But great track, man. Futue killed this. Let's see the first track. Let's just go in order. Should I play the Chris Brown track first though? You know what? I'm gonna play the Chris Brown track first. I'm gonna do it. Not You Too. Let's see how this is gonna be. Let's see how Chris Brown and Drake work.
First time in a long time. Watching my back even when I'm in the booth. Oh, trustful. I wanna make you feel the weight off your shoulders too. And even if it is that crazy, baby, I'll take it, baby. And I'm saying things that I don't mean, but I do mean things that I do believe, but I don't even.
Damn. No. This a hit too. This a hit. Come on, I need to listen to Breezy. This is definitely Drake's bag. Okay, so only Chris Brown was in the background vocals. Very, very good track. A very, very solid track. The only problem I probably have is that Chris Brown wasn't enough. But it seems like he was just intended to be as the background vocals for this song right here. But still, the track was amazing to me. To me, this is Drake at his best. Of course, Drake has such a versatility that he can go for R&B whenever he he wants to. That's probably why I enjoy Take Care that much. But at the same time, he's great at rapping. Like, every single time I think about Drake rapping, I think about 5 a.m. in Toronto, because that's his best track to me when he's actually going for his rapping ability. But I still would have wished that Chris Brown was in this track more than just the background vocals, but it still was a very, very good track. I enjoyed this a lot. Let's see how Deep Pockets is going to be.
Then we built and they must bleed. I've seen splatter hit the snow and the blood freeze. Bust leaves. Summertime heat waves. I used to just cut sleeves. My shorty dealing with envy. And the news that they sent for me got the block in a frenzy. It's on, not pennies.
He got plenty bars right here.
Got me ready to flip the F out like Fendi. Yeah, we rolling. Yeah, we rolling. Deep pockets, and now we rolling.
I didn't expect the chorus to be like that.
Ever hit the road and feel like the home team running mission. Now I'm seeing money off of hotlines blinging, but it feels different.
He said, "Now I'm seeing money off of." How do you say? Hold up. My English is bad at certain times. Remember, it's not my first language. But my point is, he said, "Now I see." Fuck, I forgot. He said, "Now I see money off of hotlines blinging," right? That's what he said. Now I'm seeing money off of hotlines blinging. Like, of course, he's talking about hotline bling at the same time, making a reference to double entendre. He always does great with these tracks that have like the minimal instrumental with some twisted vocals with the vocal effects in the background, and then he goes for this crazy verse with the bars. Yeah. This is his other vibe when he goes for the rapping ability.
Inspired by a few, but my mind really drives itself like Tesla. Always had it. My soundtrack is a second Carter, dreaming of accepting offers. Yeah, we rolling. Deep pockets on a nigga, I can't find my phone.
Complete murder right here. So that track was Deep Pockets, the first one from Dark Lane demo tapes. Complete murder. Complete annihilation. This is his bag. This is his other bag where he's the best at, because every single time you give him a beat with that very minimal moody vibe and like some slight background vocals, like I said, with a different type of reverb or effect, this is where he's best at in terms of rapping. And it's just crazy to like see how many times he can keep doing this sound, but it doesn't feel like it's old. Like, I can listen to this track a lot. For some reason, I thought about the 30 for 30 freestyle. That's another great one. Man. He does this so many times, and it's just like he could just keep going. The chorus, "Now we rolling, deep money in my pockets." Like, the way he said it, I wasn't expecting him for him to go to the vocal range that high, because it kept going low throughout the verse. But that was a very good twist too. Great song for sure, man.
You tell me what to do when I get there, you know?
Every time he gives these intros, it goes crazy.
You niggas a space you need to exist. Michael Jackson shit, but the palace is not for kids.
Hold up. He said, like Michael Jackson, but the palace is not for kids. That's an interesting line. Man, to be completely honest, I get kind of pissed at what has happened with Michael Jackson recently, because even before The Weeknd, he was my favorite artist, and he's still easily in my top 3. I love Michael Jackson music, and this is just my opinion, right? This is just my opinion. I just feel like, given what has happened recently, like people trying to do the documentary and all that stuff, it just, to me, I feel like it doesn't add completely, because how would it be the case that for so many years the FBI was in this already, and they didn't found him like guilty or anything, and now this comes up? That's just my opinion, man. Whatever you take from it, you can have your opinion for sure. I'm just giving you what I think about it, but it is what it is.
Trying to make good on the promises that I give. Trying to make sure my accomplices are legit. Love a man trapping out
I love this beat.
Always move right, so my watch is on the other hand. Here I discover plans.
He said, "Always move right." That's what my watch is on my other hand.
I watch Michael. I will split heads and break necks for my little man. 6 guys praying hands like I give him a percent and see what happens to your blessings. Then you just need to stay close to your people. And I got your girl on the 2nd floor begging me to put it in. And it's not because all of them, even though you hate on me, we stay friends. It's because you niggas never learn when to say when.
Damn. Damn, that was tough. I haven't listened to a miss so far. Wow, that was really good. My first time listening to that, and I haven't even listened to the Chicago Freestyle. I know he did put this up way before. I never did a reaction to it, so I'm gonna listen to this too. Well, that was a lot of bars right there. But I just like the fact he always say, yeah, stick to your family. Those are the people that are gonna be for you. That are gonna be there for you at the toughest times for sure. Cause all these other people will talk about you badly, but they will still stick and be your friends. It's always like that for sure. Chicago Freestyle, man. Featuring Giveon. Hope I said it right. Nice voice right here.
We'll see you at the show tonight. Me, I go through underground garages, presidential suite on deposit, elevator up, hit another one, it goes green. Must have changed phones on the team.
Yeah, I vibe with this flow.
My dog and he know what I like. He done found me plenty in my life, but I do know one thing though. Women, they come, they go. Saturday through Sunday.
You ever notice how Drake, when he speaks, he sounds not very different, but you can tell there's a difference to how he raps. And it's like, even then, for some reason, I find it like natural the way he speaks, and I'll find it natural the way he raps. But it's interesting, like you can still tell there's like this slight difference. For some reason, I did find like once a comment that said Drake has that rich people laugh. I mean, but he's rich, so it is what it is. But that's actually funny because he does have like that rich people laugh too.
I'll see you at the show tonight.
I like the piano.
For the meal, she said, babe, I think it was a typo. Nah, girl, I got it, that's like, though. I've been in the past, I done plenty sitting in the past. You don't need to know, but you can ask. Truck,
yeah, he's flowing crazy, man.
Party. You go in first with your girls, cause I don't know who's out.
Not a miss so far. Wow, this is gonna be a tough to exceed it with the album. If he's gonna release an album and this is the mixtape, this is gonna be a tough one because it's crazy. His mixtapes are starting to be very, very good and competing with his albums. Because if you're reading This Is Too Late, was also categorized as is my camera good? Yeah, I've been thinking it's about to finish. As a mixtape, and people enjoy that a lot. That's probably one of my favorite projects. Also, great tracks, legends, company, but it's gonna be tough to beat this with the album. So I'm not gonna listen to Toosie Slide because we've listened to that so many times by now. I do like the video though. Rest in peace to Kobe. I do love how he did put the halo when the jerseys were at the desk. That was probably my favorite part of the video. Let's listen to Time Flies because we did listen to Desires already. That was the next track.
Gotta watch the time cause it's flying right by. I'm outside in the energy. I just caught a shorty off a fence. Just the one hoodie, it's a Crenshaw.
Drake uses fencer.
Gotta see my heart turn crystal. I can't even find a down mission. Right outside, PT. Two-turn, baby girl, you know me. I was pulling up, but they knew me. Sometimes
the higher voice.
Too much to change you. You believe in angles more than angels.
Bro, he really said you believe in angles more than angels. That's a tough line. This beat is nasty. All these beats have been great.
I'm sorry.
Now we going slow.
I'm outside.
That was Time Flies. Time has been passing by very, very quickly, given the unfortunate circumstances, actually, because I hope everybody's staying safe. But I love this track right here. Like, I just like the way he keeps going for these slightly higher type of tones, but still maintaining that type of rapping flow. Because, you know, Drake always does that type of flow where you can't even tell if it's rapping or singing because he does it at the same time. He always knows how to blend it very good to make it sound like a fire track for sure. And he did this once again. Let's see how landed it's gonna be. You can't even complain because you have like this R&B joints right here, and then you have some very good tracks with verses that are very, very heavy on bars. This makes me think about Nonstop.
cause she gold digging. If he talking out his head.
This man really said he bought her a shovel because she's gold digging. That is, I gotta give it to you, Drake. I gotta give it to you. You've been going crazy right here. You've been going crazy.
Now she wanna call me like she doesn't know that phone's off. I've been pop whipping wrists on another rhythm. He been block switching, don't know how you rock. Put the beat in front of me, I'm dirty in it. Do this shit for real, you niggas dabble.
Yo, these beats are insane, man. Okay, so now we have D for L. I want to listen to this. Let me know down below in the comment section what D for L stands for. But Future and Young Thug on the track with Drake. We got to listen to this, man. We have to.
LBG, why I said I'm just a friend, yeah. Richard Miller, all this shit, nigga, was anything. Boy, how you know it's hasty. Boy, it's like better back in. I'm yellow, bro. Show me out the store. See the brown green smoke coming out from the got it clear.
Thugger right here.
LBG, OVO, what's happening there? Boy, it's like better back in.
I like the Thugger ad-libs right here.
I was up in Payless trying to get some A6. Now I'm Nike down there.
The ad-libs are fire here. Not a miss so far. I really can't say a miss. Even Toosie Slide, I can't even mention it as a miss because that might be the biggest track here because of the dance and just how people are doing it. Pay 1993. Playboi Carti. Where is Whole Lotta Red? We've been waiting. I thought it was going to drop this month. Didn't drop in April. Tough. Let's see what happens right here. Pay 1993.
Niggas ain't got respect. Niggas just gotta accept.
Yeah, this sounds like a Carti beat.
She gotta move with a friend.
Move.
Pressure went back to a man. Give a fuck.
Give a fuck.
Used to be an anti-social nigga, now I'm making friends. I just gotta mention that police in my city, man. I keep their pockets greased up.
Why is Carti always going for the baby voice now? So Carti once again goes for that baby voice. I feel like he doesn't have to do this that much because I like more his normal tone in the sense like a track foreign. He sounds great on that track. Of course, I've even mentioned before when we did Adme or Adme, however you want to say it. Earthquake, he sounds good even though we don't understand what he's saying like completely. Of course, if you look up the lyrics, then you'll understand. But he doesn't have to go for this baby voice all the time. Damn, so that was a Carti verse. So I honestly don't know what to say about the Carti verse because I feel like in terms of the sound, it doesn't really sound bad, but I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like I would have liked it more if he just went for his more regular type of tone. But the baby voice doesn't really work for me all the time. I just don't feel it. Drake sounded good on this. The beat sounded like a Carti beat for sure. Like, it just reminds me of even in New York, I Millie Rock, like, for some reason. So we got another skit right here.
Finger in the bag to get your buzz back. I was wishing on a star when I was that. Told it how it was, I never shy away.
Never.
This life is really something you get lost in. It's hard to accept now and it was hard then. But I treated you like gold, I was all in. How you feeling in your soul since you sold that?
For some reason, I'm thinking about Tusker Leather right here.
Me on the road without a roadmap. I'm not trying to make no song, these are cold facts. Being here wasn't in the plans. I do it for the grams, not the gram. Be stealing my style, now we out here matching. I did it by being myself and no dramatic acting.
The way he just says no dramatic acting just makes me think about Degrassi, right? The show he has. He might have to do like some type of reference right there. Maybe he was going for. But damn, these beats just keep getting better to me, man. I don't know. This might be one of the better projects he's had recently.
Supposed to grow some wings, get your own pair. We started this from the bottom, now you alone there. See me these days, I never got on a sad face.
Never.
See me these days,
Man, listen, I can't even complain about this project, man. Like, I can't even complain about it. The only thing I would say is, like, the Pay 1993 track, I would have wished Carti went for his regular tone. But other than that, I actually can't complain, man.
Hey,
What type of flow we getting?
Writing this from Florida with love. Easy play that shit for me and Kobe on the bus.
I like the Kobe reference.
And you know that listen stuck, right? They find me the gang and they gonna stain anything. I'm back, baby, what a love. I'm back.
This is a very minimal beat. So even though I like that part where he says, I'm back, baby, what a love. Like, I like that part, but I feel like the track never really picked up. It felt too simple for me, personally. And even then, Drake didn't sound himself at the first part for some reason. Like, if you listen to it, maybe he was trying to go for a different flow, but it just wasn't for me. This might be the only miss right here, I would say. Demons, Fivio Foreign. I do know this guy is, that's the artist that is friends with, what's the other male artist, man? We did the reaction to him, Pop Smoke. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. And Sosa Greek. I've never listened to any of these two artists. Let's see how it's gonna be.
Movie. I'm in this bitch with the wooski. Bought in the summer like Julie. Shit's host outside on 10, not like them. Make men lean out bends. That's how men get blamed. You and your my G's are blessed. We checking for them. Whole lot of charges laid to this day. No confessions for them. Fabi, looking like Katie and Kyrie. My TD Baker's on what?
Then you gotta relate. Check out a face you can't mistake. You pay for the food and win them the date. Sponsor. I take a perk now to a monster.
Bought in the summer like Julie. Champagne got me loopy.
The way they say that I'm gifted, fuck say that, so I'm giving out gifts then. I am highway, but I ain't with it. Headshot, knock focus, fit in, put them out. Send them to the bitch, they talking hit.
Yeah, I love the energy on this track. Much, much better. So I would say the only miss right here on this project would be, for me personally, the Pay 1993 track. But everything else is good right here. I didn't listen to War because I did do a reaction to it, so make sure to check it out. The best one, definitely Deep Pockets. Great track. The size is amazing. And the Time Flies and Landed. Great tracks, man. So many good tracks right here with different type of beats that are very hard hitting still at the same time. I just feel like this might be one of his better projects as of recently. Scorpion is very good, but this right here, man, this has a lot of good tracks. A lot of energy at the end right here with Fivio Foreign and Sosa Greek. Of course, it has like that type of UK vibe, but they also have like that New York type of feel, because it's like a mixture, if I'm not mistaken. But let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts about this project. I feel like Drake really outdid himself with this. And if the album is going to compete with this, man, it has to be better than this mixtape right here. Because Dark Lane demo tapes, I feel like the Chris Brown track is amazing. You get R&B vibes throughout this project. You get the rapping bars. Like, what I mean by rapping bars, like a better way to say it would be like when he's actually not just trying to sing and rap at the same time. Like Deep Pockets, he has a great chorus, but at the same time, very, very heavy hitting verses. But however, you still have those tracks where he tries to do the same type of rapping and singing, mixing it and blending it to a point where it sounds great also. So you get a lot of variety right here, a lot of good tracks. Playboi Carti, man, you gotta release a whole lot of red and stop trying to do the baby voice, because I just feel like it doesn't fit a lot of the times. Admit was okay to me. Let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts, man. Subscribe once again. My battery's about to go down, so that's gonna be it. Those are my thoughts. A lot of good beats, man. A lot of good beats and good verses right here. That's going to be it, man. I'm out. Isak. Peace.